Well, it looks like Doc Martens are back in effect. I'm just saying, Doc Martens, people are rocking them again. Fall fashion. Well, shit, what am I talking about? It's the fucking winter time. But there's a new wave. I'm just saying. I'm one Cerego, OSGOE, casual observer of the Superverse Multiverse, remote viewer. Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know if y'all have seen it. Out here in the East, Doc Martens are back in. Yeah, a couple years back, man, it was duck boots. I just call them duck boots. You know, they have all the, like, neat, cool patterns. Paisley sometimes. Plaid. Plaid, paisley. This, that. Some more colorful than others. Quite decorative. Some not so decorative. Some more plain. Solid colors. Duotone. But yeah, the, Doc Martens are back in effect. A lot of women rocking Docs. A lot of women wearing Doc Martens. And it is definitely trending. I know that it is because I have seen it in front of my very observation. And, that stated it is for Rizil. Yeah. So, I'm not doing anything special right now. I'm in school. In class, I should say. For those of y'all who follow this podcast, C4CW Casting. 495 Celebrities Worldwide. I am one Cerego, the host of this here podcast. Yeah, I've just been spending some time playing around with some software. Playing some memory games. Like the Lawnmower Man Part 1. Part 2 is stupid. They shouldn't have made fucking Part 2. I'm serious, dude. Part 2, the Lawnmower Man, if you've never seen it, don't even watch it. If you're a fan of the first one and you didn't know that there was a second one, you don't need to know that there's a second one because I am putting it in your mind. There is no sequel to the Lawnmower Man. Thus far. Dude, seriously, don't fucking watch it. Now, I know you're probably like, bro, that's reverse psychology. Like, why do you want us to watch it? I really don't want you to, like, waste your time. Because then you'll be like, growth. That was a waste of time. I'll be like, dude, I emphasize, but you'd be like, but it was reverse psychology. No, I am urging you to never see the fucking sequel that should have never been made in the fucked up, stupid, fucked up way that it was. The first Lawnmower Man, the shit. 10 stars. Ultra. Rad shit. Yeah, up there with Firestarter. Right up there with Firestarter. The Lawnmower Man, I believe, is possible shit. Yes, it is. I'm sure the government's done some fucked up shit like the Lawnmower Man. And, created some monster type shit with, like, data overload. You know what I mean? I mean, dude. I mean, isn't that what MK Ultra is? Isn't that what MK Ultra is? Motherfuckers know shit that they don't know that they know. But the thing about the Lawnmower Man was, like, he knew way too. I mean, can you know too much shit? Maybe that's just my subjective view. Some people might be like, growth, it is my opinion that the Lawnmower Man was actually a nice man. He was a nice person. You know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. You know what I mean? And he was well intended. I mean, listen, man, he was a fucked up. Okay, listen, spoiler alert. I don't really want to give it away if you haven't seen the Lawnmower Man, and I probably shouldn't say much, so I think maybe I'm just gonna not say anything about it. But, he started off good. I mean, look, the fucked up shit about dark science, man, is they were just trying to help him, you know what I mean? Like the scientist was, and you know what I mean? It's like, he genuinely, the scientist, was it Pierce? It's Pierce Brosnan, right? He fucking wanted to help dude. Let me look that up, man. Let me see. Is that Pierce? Is that James Bond? No, go ahead. I'm looking up some shit here. The purpose of a crosswalk is for you to go as pedestrians, and I am to wait as a driver. That's the way. You know, this world is weird now. People want to do shit like backward, and people want to do shit backward and negate shit. It's like, I see people walking like to an intersection. Crosswalk, I mean. Same shit, because, you know, it intersects with the other. And they're like, go, 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 go. And I'm like, no, see, you know, I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to, you know, because, do you want everyone to do that? To just not fucking observe the crosswalk? Is that the new fucking trend? I mean, look, no disrespect to Kanye West. He is a changed man, and I like Kanye West now. I still don't dig the music, but man, Kanye West has turned a new leaf. He is a fucking new dude, and he has seen the light. And man, I like him now, but I don't like the old Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, but like, he adopted the Confederate flag, which is his business. He incorporated it into his clothing line. And I don't dislike him for that. I'm saying the Mandela effect is what it is. Things are different now. You know what I mean? Kanye West embraces the Confederate flag. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying that the Confederate flag represents racism or bigotry or any such thing. You may think that. And I may argue on another timeline it did, but in 20 fucking whatever, it represents Kanye West's clothing, which is art. And Kanye is not the same Kanye. Hence, hashtag the Mandela effect. You know what I mean? Or just hashtag Mandela effect. Point being is like, things are different now, man. They really fucking are. And Lawnmower Man is a trip because dude was trying to help. What was it, Job? I know, biblical and all this kind of stuff. But nonetheless, man, he really wanted to fucking help him. Let me see, Lawnmower Man. Lawnmower Man. Typing manually. Okay, 1992. 81% liked it. I mean, these people are smoking. 5.5 on IMDb. This is a 10-star movie. It's just over the head of fucking motherfuckers, man. That's all it is. I mean, this is way too smart for people, a lot of them, and that's why it's like the crowd is mixed like half and half. This is one of the best fucking movies ever made. Story by Stephen King. Yes, it is Pierce Brosnan. It is Pierce Brosnan. And who played Job? Jeff Fahey. Job Smith, played by Jeff Fahey. Yeah, quote, on a regimen of experimental pills and computer-simulated training sequences in hopes of augmenting the man's intelligence. Yo, check out The Lawnmower Man Part 1. Fuck the second one. Don't ever watch that shit unless you want to be sorely disappointed. So, yeah, I'm working on some experiments in the real world of science. I'm working on stringing together some applications, applying science, applied science, working on some algorithms, just to see what's possible. I guess everything is possible, but yeah, just looking at some stuff, working with some subliminals and some audio and some visuals and some environment that I created, some software, different types of software, running it all together at the same time, concurrently. Yeah, just seeing what I can do here, seeing what's been hidden from mainstream society and what can be unlocked in terms of ancient technology. It's right here, right in front of our faces, right under our noses. It's been here all along. Just, unmasking it all, peeling back those layers of the real world matrix, seeing what's what. Let's see, it's a pretty cool program, man. If you guys haven't played around with it at all, I've been toying with it here. You guys ever worked with any of these programs here over at Quizlet? I like Quizlet because you can create your own data sets, and they have a plus version which allows you to do a lot more. There's a paid version of Quizlet, and yeah, got some AI stuff going over here, and I highly recommend Quizlet. If you haven't checked it out, man, you can do a lot with it, man. Just playing around with it, seeing what all is possible in terms of the tools and features that are available.
If the environment can change while an agent is deliberating, then we say the environment is dynamic for that agent. Otherwise, it is static. Time factors are usually referred to as semi-minus static.
So that's an example of Quizlet and what's available there in terms of data sets. Here's another example.
The discrete continuous distinction applies to three things, which are a state of the environment, B to the way time is handled, and C to the precepts and actions of the agent.
I'll give you one third example here of what you can do. So there are flashcards. You can write, you can match, you can test, you can learn. It's all learning. They have games that you can play. And you can connect with others, and you can engage and interact with third parties. And so for AI here, it says in reinforcement learning, function approximation is when you, here's what it says.
In reinforcement learning, function approximation is when you represent knowledge about utilities and actions as a function mapping directly from states to utility, while generalization can predict policy for states to stop.
So that's AI. And then, if you want to quickly cycle through, so I can give you an example. I'm studying the same material that is studied for the defense language proficiency test, and you can cycle through phrases in any particular language. I mean, you can type in whatever language, and then you get language.
I am not a student. 저 학생 아니에요. Do you have some time? 시간 있어요? You don't have time? 시간 없어요? This book is interesting. 이 책 재미있어요.
I mean, look, it might seem, whatever. But I'm saying to you, I've been using it for years, and you can do a lot with it. You can do a lot with it, man. So I highly recommend Quizlet. Definitely check it out. You can get to, they have, there's a lot here, man. Let me see. So let's check out military and North Korean topics as an example. So military dog, demarcation line, mechanical defect, malfunction. It would be like
군견, military dog, 군사분계선, demarcation line, 기계 결함, mechanical defect, malfunction. 낙하산, parachute, 남방 한계선, southern limit line. 당국, authorities. 위치, location. 장병, soldier. 정보 수집 능력, intelligence collection ability. 정보 수집 능력, intelligence collection ability. 정보 수집 능력, intelligence collection ability.
So I'm going to add a star to that.
정복하다 되다, to conquer. 제작하다 되다, to produce. 조명탄, flare. 지뢰, landmine. 지원하다, to apply. 도발하다, to provoke. 목숨, one's life. 민방위 훈련, Civilian National Defense Exercise. 병력 등원, troop mobilization.
So you can see that if you work through these different modules on Quizlet, if you create your own learning environment, and that's Quizlet, Quizlet. A lot of schools use Quizlet now. And I was looking at and observing and watching documentaries, various documentaries, regarding how the U.S. military and U.S. intelligence community in Monterey, California, facilitate the Defense Language Institute, DLI, and the Defense Language Proficiency Tests of any given language that's within the Language Learning Roundtable. Man, listen, the tools are fucking online. They're available. And in some instances, there are materials that have been made available from DLI to the public. As I had stated and indicated previously, I've looked at some of the North Korean language stuff. And so if you just kind of like piece it together and create your own online learning laboratory environment, man, you can go far. You can go far in, no time at all. So that's what I'm working with. And listen, Quizlet is, I want to say it's almost the entire world of information. I mean, new data sets are added regularly. New classes are added, new modules. Cerego, Cerego. If you work between Quizlet and Cerego, memory-wise, man, how is it any different than the Lawnmower Man? I mean, that's what the Lawnmower Man was doing. He sat in a room with VR. He got hooked up to these modules that the doctor, that is Pierce Brosnan, provided him, and using certain accelerated learning memory algorithms, man, that data imprinted within, a few hours? Doc came back, and Job was like, "Doctor, I understand now." That shit was fucking wicked. At any rate, I'm one Sir Grohl. Thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of C4CW, casting 495 celebrities worldwide. If you want to see a rad movie, check out The Lawnmower Man. If you do watch The Lawnmower Man and you too think what you saw is pretty fucking rad and also a cautionary tale, don't even fucking see part 2. Part 2 is hella fucking stupid. And if there is to be a part 2, they need to remake that shit, because part 2's fucking failed shit. Check out part 1. Check out part 1 of The Lawnmower Man if you want to see an ultra rad movie. I highly recommend it. 1.